What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ Play Profile. Today we're going to focus in on Columbus Blue Jackets rookie center Ryan Johansen. Johansen, the 4th overall pick in last year's draft, 2010, out of the Portland Winterhawks. Played on a bomb squad in Portland. Had Nino Niederreiter, Brad Ross, had a couple other guys that were top picks, and they were very good in the Western Hockey League for a 2-year run there. And thing about Johansen is at 16 he committed to Northeastern and ended up backing out and signing with the Western League in Portland. And it's not a great hockey player Northeastern lost out on over the years. As a college hockey fan from New England, you get to you see the players they miss out on. It's like, oh shit, there goes another one. Maybe he's a player that brings Northeastern to the next level. I don't know. But he's got that skill set, obviously. Like I said, 4th overall by the Columbus Blue Jackets. Playmaker. Best way to describe him. Like Michael Irvin. I'm just kidding. There's only one Michael Irvin. But he's a very, very good offensive player. Big kid. 6'3", 200. Kind of lanky, but he'll fill out as time goes on. Playing a second-line role in Columbus, which means you're not playing Rick Nash. For the most part. I played a little bit with Nash earlier in the year, but he's back on the second line now, Carter back. 7 points in 12 games. Respectable for a bad team like Columbus has been, obviously. Drastically underachieving. He's still got junior eligibility, but he's with them for the long haul. He's that good. Won a silver at the World Juniors for Canada last year, which I'm sure he would have liked to have left with a gold medal. But, obviously that collapse against Russia cost that map, but he's going to be a great top 6 forward for many, many years in Columbus. Just his playmaking ability alone. Even if you're going to move him to the wing and play him on a line with Carter and Nash, or at least play him with Carter and Nash on the power play, with his offensive abilities to set those guys up, we're both natural goal scorers. You got a natural playmaker, and some amazing things can happen with when you put guys like that together. With kind of like the yin and the yang, if you will. You got a great passer and a guy that can just rip it, as Nash and Carter can do. So there's hope in Columbus, which is more than you can say for most of Ohio. As poor of a start as they're off to this year, they've got a bright future with guys like Johansen, John Moore in the pipeline. They'll be all right. It's going to be a rough go over this year. Maybe they'll turn it around. But you never know. What do I think Johansen's projected for this year? 7 points in 12 games. That's puts on like 50-point pace. Excuse me, I kind of zoned out. Nice goal by Evander Kane, by the way. Just watching that game. We'll talk with him later. But I think he'll have 45, 50 points, and play the power play and do his thing and gradually work into his role and become a superstar. I think he's got that potential. Like I said, when you're that big and that skilled, he's almost kind of like Rick Nash. He's more a playmaker than Nash is a closer, if you will. But he, he's that good. He'll be that level of player that can dish the puck. He can score too, as evidenced by his 40 goals last year in the Western Hockey League. But he's a playmaker through and through. And if he can set guys like that up, Gretzky made Curry, if you will, right? I'm not comparing them there, but it's all. I can't re-emphasize the importance of a playmaker for a guy like Nash. And he's not at that level yet where you can consistently feed Nash the puck and get Nash the puck in scoring areas to score. But I just double connotation right there. But he's not that far off. I think with as he fills out and becomes a little bit tougher, a little bit more of a battler along the boards, him just feeding him out. And like I said, if you get Nash a natural goal scorer, he can score 50 goals. And you can't argue with that. If you get Rick Nash, a natural setup man, he can score 50 goals. Just get him a guy so he can pull the trigger and get some goals. That's what you want to see. And as Rick Nash goes, so goes that franchise. If Nash is scoring and playing two-way hockey, 3-zone hockey, 200-foot game, they can make the playoffs. Granted, they need something better than Mason, who I think is mentally kind of screwed. They need someone that can stop the puck consistently, and with a kid like Johansen and guys like Nash and Carter and Wisniewski on the back end, they can be a sleeper team out west. They've got that skill level. So Much of the power play of CJ, player profile Ryan Johansen. Stay tuned as there will be more episodes coming to you almost on a daily basis. I like these player profiles. It gives you a little more in-depth information.